Hello, dears. How are you? The life we are living, it is somewhat challenging. It's not as easy as some people might be thinking. That is why it is called and said that the life is not a bed of roses at all. The life is not very cozy or very comfortable. There are challenges, there are difficulties, there are troubles. So we do have to face all of that all alone. So my dear friends and fellows, for all that reason, it is very important indeed that we need to learn certain skills, and these certain skills which are called life skills, we need to learn the life skill, because by learning the life skill I think that we will become relatively or quite considerably in a better position to face the challenges, to face the life. So my dear friends and fellows, it is extremely important for each individual that they should be learning these life skills. And now these life skills are of four types. There are four types of life skills. So the first one is the personal life skill. So personal life skill, what is these personal life skill? Personal life skill mean trying to manage ourselves better, because we are our own primary resource. Nothing is as important to us as we ourselves. So in that way, if at all we are not able to manage ourselves better, I think we won't be able to do anything else at all in a better way. So the first type of skill which each one of us need is the personal skill. So let's talk about the personal skill in our first session. So the personal skill, how many personal skills? There are five important personal skills which are needed, which are compulsory, which are a must. So I think these five personal skills, which is the first one, it says self-awareness. We need to be aware, and not only that we need to be aware, we need to be better aware about ourselves. People say that what is the need to be aware about ourselves? I think it is the most important thing ever. How can we gain the awareness about ourselves? We need to be aware about our strengths. What are the good qualities of mine? Good habits of mine? What are my weaknesses? My bad habits. Weaknesses are bad habits, the bad attitude. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are my emotions? Emotions, almost everybody have the same sort of emotion, but some of the people are called angry people. They are quick to become angry. Another some of the people, they are known as the people who remain afraid quite often. Another some of the people, they are very quick to be jealous. Still another type of people, they are greedy people. So I think that we have certain emotions, but different people have different emotions which almost overwhelm them, which become very dominant, very much visible. So for that reason we need to be aware about our emotions, and also we need to be aware about our values as well. Values are important. What is meant by the values? It is like a sense of right and wrong, or what is important in the life, or simply speaking, it is the principles about which, the principles we have to carry on, the principles which has to be taken care of. So that first, personal life skill, that is called self awareness. Now the second type of personal skill, it is called emotional regulation. We need to regulate our emotion. We need to regulate like a dimmer is regulating the speed of a fan, or there is a remote control with which we can manage the air conditioners, the television, and certain other gadgets in the same manner. I think we need to regulate our emotions. How can we do that? By it is, managing your emotions to achieve and achieve goals and well-being. If at all we do have certain emotions, we need to manage it so that the achievement of my goals is being facilitated because of my emotions. And my well-being mean a state of healthy, happy, and satisfied, so I could achieve the well-being and I could achieve my goals with the help of emotional regulation. Now the third quality, the third personal skill which is needed, it is the resilience. What is resilience? It is coping with the adversity, coping with the trauma, or coping with the mental stress is very common, so we need to learn how can I manage my mental stress. And then adversity does happen to almost each one of us, every here and there, at the different stages of life. Adversity does come in. We should learn how to manage the adversity. Not only this thing, rather there is a trauma as well. So my dear friends and fellows, the trauma might occur with me, with you, with any one of us. We each one of us at certain occasions in our life, we do have to face the trauma. So wow, how can we manage our mental stress? How can we manage our the situation of adversity? How can we manage the trauma? It is all done by resilience. Resilience actually means being so flexible, so adaptable. Circumstances are changing, easy situation is going, difficult is coming. But if at all we are flexible enough, if at all we do have certain absorption level, so in that way I think if at all we are resilient, we can manage all that. Now the fourth type of the personal skill, it is called motivation. What is the motivation, by the way? The motivation means setting and achieving goals and overcoming procrastination. So there are two things as far the motivation is concerned. The motivation says that overcome the procrastination on the one hand, on the other hand set and achieve goals as well. So that is all called motivation. We need to keep ourselves motivated. To be able to keep ourselves motivated, we do learn whatever, we do read, we listen to the podcast, we attend the seminar, because we want to keep ourselves motivated. And the motivation will help us a lot in overcoming the procrastination and then setting and achieving of the goal. And the fifth and the last type of the personal skill, that is the time management. What is the time management, by the way? Everybody has got the day of 24 hours. Everybody has got the day of 24 hours. Some of the people, they fail to accomplish something important. They are seen wasting the time here and there, and they, at the end of the day, there is no achievement, nothing accomplished at all. So why? Because they people are another, some of the people, certain things come to them and they are unable to decide which one to do, which one not to do. So because all those people, they don't know the time management. The time management, it is so important, it is very important indeed. By learning to manage our time better, actually we are learning to manage our life, because the time is life. We have been given the life in the forms of decades, in the form of the months, in the form of the weeks, in the form of the days, in the form of the hours, in the forms of the minutes and seconds. So all of that, the life we have been given has been given and gifted to us in the form of the time. So the time has to be managed. We are seen managing our financial resources. That is very good and very important, very good and very important. But I think time is not any way lesser important at all as compared to the financial resources. In that case, we need to learn to manage the time. But managing the time does not mean work, work and work, nothing but the work. It means that work hard, that is fine. Then you need to relax, then you need to sleep properly, and that is all. This will all can be gained by one thing. That one thing is called time management. So there are five types of personal skills which are essential for each one of us. The first one is self-awareness. The second is emotional regulation. The third is resilience. The fourth is the motivation. The fifth is the time management. So my dear friends and fellows, we can manage our time better by having a to-do list all the time, and then being able to prioritize them, then being able to categorize those work, because every work is not equally important. There are, we need to, everything which is there to be done, it should be on the to-do list number one. On the other hand, every item on the to-do list should have, A, B and C and D categories. A against every such item which is important on the one hand and urgent on the other hand. B category against every work which is important but not urgent. Then the C category against every work which is not important but urgent. And then D category against everything which is neither important nor urgent. So in this way we can manage our time better, we can prioritize our tasks better. So that is all from me today. Thank you very much.